Hello everybody, Meme Scheme back again for another FNAF AR video, and welcome to your guide to Remnant collection. I have a lot of Remnant, and I am prepared and have enough knowledge to educate yous who may not know as much about Remnant collection, so let's get to it. Let's start with the most common Remnant first, Shadow Remnant. This Remnant is very bad, and you don't really want to collect this Remnant, because collecting too much of this Remnant, it will start to swarm around you, and eventually RWQFSFASXC will be summoned. Well, better known as Shadow Bonnie. These spawn very often with normal Remnant that you're supposed to collect, and using the flashlight will draw this Remnant in towards you. You don't want to collect too much of this Remnant, as Shadow Bonnie's gonna come get ye. One more thing to know is that collecting Shadow Remnant is not worth anything towards your Remnant. You will not get any Remnant from this, it is worth 0. So don't get it if you're looking for Remnant. Now let's start off with the Remnant that gives you value but is worth the lowest value, which is the silver colored Remnant. This Remnant will only spawn in sets of 1 and is worth 1 Remnant if you collect it. This is the fastest to be drawn in by the flashlight, so it is easy to just use the flashlight and it will draw into you, and it'll be drawn in faster than the Shadow Remnant which is surrounding it. The second Remnant is Green Remnant. The Green Remnant will spawn in sets of 2 and has a value of 2 each one, so collecting both of them in the set will give you 4 Remnant. This Remnant will spawn without Shadow Remnant around it, so you can easily just go over and collect it with a camera. But it is the second fastest to be drawn in by the flashlight. The next Remnant is the Dark Blue Remnant. The Dark Blue Remnant will always spawn with a lot of Remnant around here, and it is the slowest Remnant to be drawn in by the flashlight. So the best thing to do is to just go over with your camera and just bump the camera into it and you'll collect it. These will spawn in sets of 2, and each one will give you 3 Remnants, so totaling with 6 Remnant per set of the Dark Blue. The next Remnant is the Purple Remnant. The Purple Remnant will spawn with Shadow Remnant guarding it, and it will be in sets of 2. Each Purple Remnant is worth 4, so collecting the whole set of 2 will give you 8 Remnant. It is drawn in pretty slowly by the flashlight, so I would recommend just going over with a camera to collect Purple Remnant. The next Remnant is Red Remnant. The Red Remnant will only spawn with just 1, and it has a value of 5. It will spawn with a lot of Shadow Remnant around it, and it is best to just lightly go over and touch it, because it is drawn in pretty fast, I guess, about as fast as the purple, but all the Remnant that's guarding it will be pulled over to you extremely quickly, and a lot quicker than the Red Remnant will be pulled in. So I would recommend just using the camera just to bump into it and not use the flashlight, because all the Shadow Remnant will just drive into it and you have to react fast to dodge all of it. The second last type of Remnant is the Gold Remnant. The Gold Remnants will spawn without Shadow Remnant guarding it, and it is fast to be drawn in by the flashlight. It spawns in set of 1, and it is worth 9 Remnant. The last Remnant and the lowest chance Remnant to spawn is the Multicolored Remnant. It will spawn each time with a color scheme of 2 different colors, and it will spawn with no Shadow Remnant around it. Collecting this Remnant is very useful, as it is worth 20 Remnant. It is drawn in slowly by the flashlight, and saying there's no Shadow Remnant around it, I would recommend just going over to it with the camera to collect it rather than use the flashlight for it. Now, in relation to Remnant, collecting too much Shadow Remnant, as I said, will summon RWQFSFASXC, aka Shadow Bonnie. So I'm going to tell you what to do. Whenever you hear the doorbell noise when you've collected a lot of it, it's not a doorbell, it's like a chime. You gotta look around and look for static. When you do, Shadow Bonnie will be there, and you must shine your flashlight on Shadow Bonnie to make him disappear. He will make this do the thing where, like, I don't even know what you call that thing that just came up there. You gotta shake that away, or it will disable your flashlight if you don't, and you keep the flashlight on while it's there. So shake it off as soon as it comes up. Shake your screen to get rid of that. As you can see there, the flashlight got disabled. It will start off with finding him and shining the light on 2 times, and each time you defeat Shadow Bonnie, the next time you encounter him, he will be more difficult, and he will keep on getting more difficult. And that's all I can provide, so if you do encounter Shadow Bonnie, it's up to you to fight him, and you're on your own. So good luck. So that concludes today's guide for FNAF AR Remnant collection. I hope it helps. And another thing is that if you collect a certain amount, you'll get Remnant milestones. These Remnant milestones will make the animatronics on cloaks be more vulnerable, and it'll be easier to catch them. So yeah, thanks for watching this guide, and I hope it helped.